Good evening, good afternoon, actually, Niner fans. The 49ers, they've made some announcements. There's been some injury reports, and there's been some pretty cool news regarding the 49ers and the Pro Bowl votes, which tonight we'll find out who gets in the Pro Bowl. But more importantly, 49ers have pretty much set their roster for the weekend, and Sam Darnold is going to start at quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Kyle Shanahan said to the media that Brock's pretty much the one guy that won't be starting and won't be playing. He wants to protect the quarterback and let him rest, and he doesn't want him to get injured in this upcoming game. So it's going to be Sam Darnold starting for the San Francisco 49ers at quarterback and Carson Wentz for the LA Rams. What a matchup. Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold. Get your popcorn ready. Absolute cinema. This in 2018 might have been a good matchup, but this year, not so much. What's up, faithful? But other good news, Juwan Jennings was limited in practice today, or he will be limited in practice today. He's been dealing with the concussion, so good to know that he's kind of slowly coming back. And pretty much all the other guys that were injured are not practicing. We know Christian McCaffrey, Arik Armstead, Jair Brown, Aaron Banks, all those guys dealing with injuries. They're not practicing today. Another injury that came up today, according to Kyle Shanahan, was Tashawn Gibson. He's been added to the injury report with the quad strain. So Kyle expects him to be, having to have a 7 to 10 recovery time frame for that quad strain. So that's another hit to this secondary. But it's good that they have this first round week bye. So unfortunate news, Tashawn Gibson has a quad strain, but he should be able to go when the playoffs start for the 49ers because they get that first round bye. So, Niners, it's smart that they picked up a lot of secondary players, Eric Harris, Jason Verrett, and Logan Ryan over the last couple of weeks. They're going to really be needed. They're going to get some good reps this weekend, most likely, with the Rams, playing their backups. But again, the big news of the day is Sam Darnold will be starting for the San Francisco 49ers against Carson Wentz and the LA Rams. It's going to be cinema. And some other news today, though. The 49ers had a lot of great players in terms of lead votes for the Pro Bowl. Brock Purdy led every single NFL player, not just the NFC, but every single player in the NFL. Brock Purdy led them in Pro Bowl voting. That's amazing. And you know what? Shout out to Brock Purdy, man. Glorious to see that news for Brock Purdy. And the 49ers actually had 3 of the top 5 vote getters. You had Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and George Kittle all in the 5 of voting for Pro Bowl votes. Hopefully the 49ers aren't in the Pro Bowl, but it's great to see the recognition. Niners fans did their part. You guys voted. And Brock Purdy, when everything's said and done and all the votes are finalized tonight and he's selected to the Pro Bowl, this will be the first quarterback the 49ers have had in the Pro Bowl since Jeff Garcia did it, man. Not bad for a system quarterback. Indeed, Greedy Greg. Unbelievable. What a season for Brock Purdy. Season's not done. The King gets to rest up on week 18. Deserves his rest. He broke the franchise record for passing yards in a season. Let the man rest. He's got nothing to prove. And let him get ready for the playoff push, man. Brock Purdy's such a great story. And he gets to rest this week. I can't wait to see Sam Darnold go out there and prove why Brock Purdy is the man. But again, nice rest for Brock Purdy. He deserves this. So definitely don't want to see these players get hurt. I think it's the right move. I feel like some of the players will go out there play just so they don't get too rusty, maybe a quarter. But again, you don't want to see anybody get seriously hurt. 49ers have a very, very, very high amount of injuries at the moment. So, but again, this is a good comment here from Ethan. He says, I hope we don't look rusty for not playing anyone before the divisional. So the 49ers are going to play a few people. But again, not too much. You don't get injured. You don't want to get rusty. It's a balance. It's a very hard balance. And the 49ers have to make sure that they balance it right. Because, again, you're right. You don't want to see these guys get hurt. But at the same time, you don't want to see these guys get rusty. So, very intricate balance. But I think the 49ers are doing it right. I think they'll get a few reps here, a few snaps. And then the younger guys and the veterans that they signed, they're going to get a lot of good snaps because you're going to need these depth players, these veteran players, because they are banged up. Like we said, Jair Brown, Juwan Jennings, Jalen Moore's hurt, Aaron Banks, Arik Armstead. So many guys have been dealing with injuries over the last couple of weeks. So it's good for these guys to get some reps, and we'll see how it goes from here. But in any case, you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll see you live. We'll talk about the Pro Bowl later today. After the votes get announced, we'll go live. We'll talk about that. I got a show with Aaron tonight, so we'll talk about everything in detail later. So we got a busy day of content. we'll see you later. But great news for the 49ers, number 1 seed. They got a lot of great players voted to the Pro Bowl. Shout out to the fans who really stuffed the ballots. You guys did amazing. It's cool to see the 49ers, leading at their respective positions. I think about 15 players led their position in NFC voting. That's incredible. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Aaron Banks, Jake Brendel, Brandon Ayuk, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Tabor Pepper, Ray McLeod, Mitch Wishnowsky. All those guys led in their position, man. That's phenomenal. That's amazing to see. And George Kittle. It's absolutely amazing to see these guys get so much recognition. This is a great team. Fans are amazing. And it's a testament to our great fan base that we get to see all this recognition. Do we want to play in the Pro Bowl? Absolutely not. But again, it is great to see the recognition, man. So we'll talk all about it later tonight. You guys have a good rest of your day. I love you. I got to get back into work, save some more lives. Bang, bang.